back on the Bald Regal. It's end of the week, and we'll be working on it today and Saturday. So we are adding a roll bar in this thing, mainly because we're putting some seats, some Kirky seats in to hold you in place so you're not sliding around. That seems like it could be dangerous. And we want some seat belts, so we're gonna have something to mount it to. So we decided to put a roll bar in the car to add some strength, safety, give something to mount seat belts and seats to, so hopefully it'll be a little bit safer than we need to be, but be proactive in case something goes wrong. Trying to find some solid metal to weld to. I feel like we need to climb in through the window if we're gonna get realistic. Oh God, that's low.
It's gonna come up a mile, ain't it?
Well, that's what these are.
It's got risers, yeah. So, yeah, this is about where it needs to be.
Right up there.
Yeah.
All right, let's just figure out where we're gonna go from front to back. We'll cut patch holes out of here. I'm guessing, like you said, it's made to go right to the frame. We literally did a roll bar install in 90 minutes, Herm and I did. I figured I'd walk you through what we did real quick. Not that it's anything spectacular, but it was pretty cool to just take it from zero to everything in like, an hour and a half. So I'll show it to you right now. So what we did was we just took a Comp Engineering roll bar. Apparently they had one for a G-Body. And we made our own crossbar, seatbelt mounts, and went down to the rear tunnel for the drive shaft for just a little bit of extra support. Really all we're trying to do with this is create something to mount the back of the Kirky seat off of, because they get really floppy if they're not mounted in the back, and then also a tab for the seat belt to mount to. We went right down to the frame, hacked through this rusty floor. It is ugly, but we didn't have much to work with, and so we figured, why get too carried away with doing it super nice? It's not like we're sprucing things up too much, but Herm did a great job welding this in, and that's a huge check mark off the list so that we can get this thing burnout ready. And I think we're going to bring a little bit of safety into it, which is cool too. So this floor is so rusty that we could almost just push through to get down to the frame. Luckily the frame is really solid, so we figured, just might as well hack it up. Not typical anything I'm used to doing or able to even really comprehend, but look at how nasty this floor is on this thing. I don't know if it's from like a leaky, I'm guessing it's from a leaky door sill. Really pushed the floor over here, so we might have to do some real interesting patchwork, or just leave it how it is. But that's pretty much the whole floor when we were doing the cage. So the biggest thing was finding out where we were going to mount to that was solid. Luckily, the supports and structure for where the seats go are perfect, so at least we'll have a sturdy seat involved anyways.
Hey, happy Saturday.
You missed all the fun.
Oh, great.
We're pinning the crank so that our ATI balancer does not spin on the crank when we're putting all the boost to the blower. So, just put a nice little pin in there, clean her up. Install a dowel pin.
Oh, is that what a dowel punch? Dowel pin goes in. Do you have to drill the balancer too?
No, the ATI comes
With a hole?
Yeah, the ATI comes
There,
with a slot that is lined up, so the dowel pin
oh,
just right
just
in
like
that
a keyway.
slot. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at those.
Those.
Classy.
Oh, that's all right.
What you got going, bro?
Oh, just installing the fittings on our billet firewall pass-through for the intercooler lines.
Oh.
Trying not to lay on this rusty floor.
Oh, you went through.
It did go through a little.
So we're making a little bit of an extension tube for each tube. I know we're gonna do a little taper front to back, or back to front, so it'll have a little design to it. But this will get it out of the hood so that when it starts shooting flames, it doesn't melt the hood right off the car. So I'll weld one on each tube and make each one a little bit, like a ½ inch shorter from back to front. Look at the rakes. Tyler's gonna be so happy. So since these aren't turbo headers or anything, we got some leeway as far as they don't have to be as strong as like a turbo header. So I'm just using a pulse function on the welder and fusing these suckers together. Makes a nice clean weld, and it'll be plenty strong for what we're doing here. And it goes really fast. Sweet. Now I just gotta adjust these last tubes because I originally cut them to be significantly longer.
That was awesome.
That's gonna be cool. So every time I tack a tube, I don't know if you guys watching do much fabrication, but I always tack the tube in 3 different locations, kind of like a triangle pattern on the outside. That way when you start welding, it doesn't pull the tube away. If you just do it in 2 spots, you can make the tube rock, and then you have a big gap and everything pulls away and it looks like crap. Just a little tip for you guys. The exact right taper, maybe not, but
Ooh, those look good.
Tyler might be out then.
yeah. Brock,
Wow. Baby girl.
baby squirrel.
Them look slick.
They are pretty slick.
No, I'm gonna end up.
Dang it.
Nice one, might as well see what she looks like, huh?
Oh yeah.
Need that 10mm, Andy, if you got it. If you're done with it.
Oh boy.
Not exactly
Come on,
this way.
come on.
Come on. We'll just wait till it gets hot and we'll just bend this girl out a little bit.
Just a little, stick a pipe down in it and pull it.
Primo.
I thoroughly enjoy it.
You could have staggered him the other way just to piss Tyler off.
Beer cans around each one. We gotta put some tall boys on there.
Yeah, dude, a tall boy will be the perfect height.
Old English, High Life,
Old
like
English,
Beast
High
Ice,
Life.
Milk,
Yeah, Beast
Old
Ice.
Style.
Good call.
Line that key up.
Definitely not. Yep, she ain't going nowhere. Okay.
Finish welding that up.
Finish welding this sucker up. This is a prototype that Mitch made because we are making G-Body engine mounts and training cross members. So everything's cut out from a plasma. So normally this would be one whole fold, but what we do so we can form it in the house is just do these little cutouts and bend it over. So I'll weld that up, weld all these edges here, and put it back in when we put the real motor in.
Woo. So Mitch, what you got going on?
Just taking the transmission, well, the fake transmission, the mock-up transmission out. Getting ready to put the actual transmission and the actual motor in once we get, well, the mock-up motor as well out, because clearly it has nothing in it. Getting ready to put the real stuff in. One step closer to firing this baby up.
Oh yeah.
All done.
Woo.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Leave that one out.
Ooh.
Yeah, we just leave that guy.
Cut that one.
Oh,
Leave that.
this whole bolt needs
Yeah,
to
we
be
get rid
thrown
of
away.
that bolt.
Yeah, it's done. I like cross-threaded 2 bolts so bad. They're like one in it like a 45-degree angle.
Ooh.
I went full send on a Saturday. So we're gonna pull this mock-up motor out. We're gonna drop the little Eaglet into the ball Eagle.
Eaglet.
Is that what
Freedom.
they're called?
Eaglet named Freedom. All right.
Freedom Eaglet.
Is
Using,
that actually what a baby eagle's called?
I don't know.
Gonna wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, so we are going to torture test the Motion Raceworks diaper because we're gonna meet Uncle Rodney sooner than later.
Those mounts, Mitch.
They're just the motor plate. They work for a G-Body. They've got enough slot that they're probably gonna work for more than that.
Adjustability is what he meant. So this car was
Yeah.
originally a R&D car. It was sitting out back. We have a bunch of those out back. We made those ahead. We had those basically done before we even decided to do a burnout car. Because
Yeah.
we were already making our
Because
G-Body
I started
line
on
of
those
parts.
and the motor plates that are in the car.
So we're gonna torture test
Combo.
these things before they ever go to market.
And these go in conjunction with the trans cross member that I've been working on. So it'll all be a nice little unit to sell as
He said unit.
I like units. But yeah, so we'll see how they work. They're
Awesome.
beefy. They ain't going nowhere.
Whoa, Tyler. Oh, wait.
In Tyler's absence, I thought I'd fill in. Number 1.
Ding.
Guys got jokes. We might as well just toss that lift plate in the trunk ahead of time. I feel like it might be good luck, and then if we have to pull a motor in a parking lot before Cleetus and Cars, we'll have half the tools we need. That, a 10 and a 15 and a 17. What do you think? I feel like that's one of those things that it'll never blow up if all that's in there, and then
It's a good luck charm.
good luck charm.
Bring way too many tools and it won't break, right?
I think we should have an LS motor puller kit handy.
Just 5, 13, 5, 15.
10, 13, 15, 17, and a lift plate and an impact. And an 8 for the starter.
Yeah, like a Harbor Freight earthquake impact or something. Not really doing anything.
Sounds about right. You guys gonna mount up that catch can?
Yeah, that Motion Raceworks sketch can.
Sold at motionwaversworks.com.
One of the finest quality pieces you will find on the market.
So it was straight to start with.
Yep,
Like a vertical.
it's a good catch can. All right, so
And
easy access. Actually, you could probably just leave it open just to get more oil on the tires for better spinnage.
I mean,
Since we're trying to kind of be out of control, it might.
we're not really
in a
that-
drag car. You don't want to do that, but
we're not really worried about oiling the track down in
yeah,
this
we
situation.
should just run the hoses just straight down to the ground, not run a catch can.
Run them both back to the back tires. Get a little oil.
Because it's gonna
mist.
pop. It's gonna.
yeah.
It's
Maybe
gonna.
get
Self-oiling, right?
get it
have a lot
hot
of-
enough, and then we can get a little fire action going on the tires.
It's gonna have a lot of blow by.
Everyone loves fire burnouts.
So basically, it'll weld to the roll cage, and then we'll bolt it to the back of the seat. That way, the back of the seat has some support. Otherwise, those aluminum seats are just real floppy and move around nonstop. So we're gonna cope it and then cut it to length. Mitch is making some parts over on the plasma. We'll weld them together, weld them in the car, bolt the seat in, drill holes, bolt it in, and we'll be done. So if I we coped it with an 1 3/4 bit, so now it'll fit up perfectly. Even though it's an 1 1/4 pipe, it'll fit perfectly on an 1 3/4 too. So the weld will be perfect. A lot of detail for the old bald Regal. Only the best. Ding! I don't have the technique Tyler has, but I did hear something about the coronavirus. They said a lot of people forget to wash their fingertips. They just wash their palms, but you touch everything with your fingertips. Did you know that, Brad?
I know that.
That's just a little extra tidbit for you.
Got it.
So we could have put another one of the motion billet things in the back here, but we just like to try different things. So we use these seals at grommets because we're not trying to adapt fittings, and we don't have to ever really disconnect it from here forward. If you want to be able to take the engine out and disconnect the water lines, you want to use like that. But if you're just passing something through that's going to permanently stay there, these are a good option. And the cool thing about them is that you can cut them to size, and they actually have like a ribbon in here to support the hose so it doesn't ever get into the sheet metal. We ended up putting one on each side so that there was basically zero chance that this hose would ever come in contact with the sheet metal. So it's supported, it'll go through there, it seals up the firewall from fumes and gas and everything. And yeah, I think we should get this installed and we should be ready to roll. Water lines, almost done.
Oh yeah, I like the glove. Whoa! Oh man!
Ding!
Another one.
Tyler Jr.
This is perfect.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, no, it's not pretty much perfect. It's perfect.
You just look like you belong in here.
Yeah, give me a beer and call me done for the day. Why is there a button on this wheel?
Why
You're
not?
gonna have a brake on it?
Yeah,
That's from nitrous.
Oh. Can't have scramble with a blower. Oh, scramble timing. Ooh, fancy. A fuzzy dice. Nice steering wheel holder.
Still a little loose. We need them blocks to set them at the same height.
I'm a passenger. What the hell am I gonna do? Hang on and say, "Oh shit, this
The
is
thing's
why."
gonna be whipping around anyways.
Yeah, you're gonna be like
leaned over
this
and-
and this. Like you're not gonna be just going for a Sunday cruise to ice cream.
I mean, we're definitely getting ice cream in this.
Well, but
Dairy Queen.
if you're gonna bitch about the seat being crooked, get out and walk.
I like it.
Them is fighting words.
It's a burnout machine. It's not a Cadillac.
It is a
It's a
Buick.
REAGLE. I feel pretty damn good. How about you?
I feel pretty free right now.
This is nice.
Yeah, I can operate the controls.
I don't feel like I'm in here crooked at all.
It means we did it right. This is a nice unit, boys.
That's gonna be a nice look.
That is directly in my line of sight. There's just gonna be a heat haze.
Oh my
coming up.
god, yeah. Oh, gotta. There we go.
Yeah. We don't need to see where we're going or where we've been. We just need to see where we're going.
Take it out.
No, that's our steering wheel hook.
You just hold that. Man, this
I can't wait till that
really-
thing's flapping in the breeze along with our mullets.
Love it.
I do love it. I want to put the seat covers in, but I know we'll just destroy them if we put them in now.
Oh! Get some
So
of that
I
cherry
was
bomb.
watching a YouTube video where there's a bunch of guys building a Regal, and one of them explained the proper technique on how to do this part.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you're supposed to get each finger individually.
All right, so we are wrapped up after a day of work. Our engine was getting ready to be put in, and we had 2 header bolts break off. We didn't chase the threads after we pulled them out originally. I don't know if you looked at our earlier video, we welded some nuts, pulled them out. Threads were a little bit damaged, so when we went to put these in, it seized up and broke off. So we had to end up drilling them out and helicoiling them. So I'm glad we found that out before we put it in there. I just thought I would bolt the headers on ahead of time since they were just going up and out into the universe, so it didn't really matter. So we did get lucky on that. We didn't waste a bunch of time putting it in. Barring any other craziness, this thing should be ready to go back in next weekend. If you come over here to the car, we've got the seats all installed. The roll cage is done, obviously. Our water lines are run through the car. And so basically the interior is done. I don't know if we're gonna put carpet back in this thing to try and keep some of the smoke out or what we're gonna do, but at least the seats are mounted, the shifter's mounted, the steering's mounted, the brakes and gas pedal are all mounted. So inside of the car should be done minus a little bit of wiring. And then if you come out back here, we finished up all our water lines. So back here, all we have to do, or all we have left is a couple of fuel lines and we'll be done. So basically, next weekend we will finally get the motor and tranny dropped in this thing, wire it, plumb it up for fuel, and hopefully be able to fire. For now, guys, we will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button.